Hi, my name is Derek Naylor. You may or may not know me. I founded Storage Marketing Solutions back in 2005. Since then, I have worked with just over 2,000 facilities, and one of the things that we did best was help increase NOI, and of course the end result in that is increasing asset valuation. So back in October of 2005, I had a ton of marketing experience, but very little experience in the self-storage industry. I had one client and had a ton of success with them, had a little bit of involvement in their day-to-day operations, but that was about it. But the success that I had with them was good enough that it made me interested in the self-storage industry. So fast forward a couple of months, I went to a couple of trade shows, sat in on some presentations on sales and marketing, even a couple on the operational side of things. And so in October 2005, I founded Storage Marketing Solutions and very quickly picked up a couple of clients, helped implement 3 or 4 marketing strategies, and just from those 3 or 4 strategies, we were able to increase their sales and net profits and of course asset valuation. Fast forward a little bit past that, we picked up, somewhere between 50 and 100 different facilities, and one of the challenges that we had was we didn't have a really intimate understanding of the operational side of the self-storage business, which really was, to be candid, part of a challenge for us. We didn't know how to do feasibility. We didn't understand the pricing per square foot and how all of that worked. We didn't understand rent rate management. And not doing so, or not having that understanding, I should say, was a challenge for us, but also a frustration for our clients, because we were able to get a lot of new rentals for them and increase their rent rates. But there were a lot of areas of the business that we really didn't understand, and because of that, we weren't able to perform at a level that some of our clients wanted us to perform. All right, so one of the biggest frustrations that we had was we didn't have an intimate understanding of the operations behind a self-storage operation. Not only did we have that frustration, our clients had that frustration because they were wanting us to do more than just provide more and more rentals for them. So Storage Marketing Solutions was really a marketing, an advertising agency dedicated exclusively to the self-storage industry. I didn't work with any other types of industries for quite some time. All of my energy and all of my focus was put towards the self-storage industry. So being able to increase occupancy and net rentals was something we were very, very good at. In fact, we were the best in the entire industry. There was nobody that was able to do both online and offline marketing like we were able to do. So, as I was saying, not having that understanding of operations was a big challenge for us. So, fast forward, probably 5, 6, 7 years after I had found the Storage Marketing Solutions, I started working with some really cool people that were willing to open up their books, open up the operation side of things, and help me understand the behind-the-scenes operation stuff. And then, of course, once I understood that, it was something that I could train my team on. One of our clients had 2 guys that were just at the top of their game, fantastic people, good, honest, hardworking guys, and their names are Jim Ross and Matt Van Horn, and they were working with Cutting Edge at the time. And they were a third-party management firm, and they managed properties across the country, and they did a very, very good job at it. They hired us and basically turned us loose to do our thing from a marketing standpoint. Increase sales, occupancy, net profits, or NOI I should say, and of course increase the valuation of the asset. when things got a little bit more involved with them, we started to form a really, really great relationship that let us sort of advance a relationship other than just sort of a superficial client vendor relationship where there's not much of a discussion other than what we do like on our conference calls and run into each other at trade shows and so on and so forth. And having them give us the insight into operations was super valuable to us. So that was that. We had them as a great client, great friends. We got to know them pretty well. And I personally got to know them extremely well and was just totally thrilled with that. So fast forward to spring of 2015, and I had reached a point with Storage Marketing Solutions where I wanted to look at various exit options. So after almost 10 years in the self-storage marketing business, running Storage Marketing Solutions, I had really enjoyed the success that I was having in the storage industry. Some of my best friends to this day are in the self-storage industry, and those relationships wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Storage Marketing Solutions. As an entrepreneur, one of my goals is to build successful businesses, and when the time comes, sell them for a good amount of money and a reward for all of my hard work, and of course create a valuable opportunity for the company or companies that would purchase my companies. At this point I've sold 4 different companies and had a blast doing it. So after just about 10 years, the time came for me to sell Storage Marketing Solutions. I had received a fantastic offer from a really great group of people, and the deal was structured in such a way that it didn't hurt or damage any sort of relationships that I had. One of my biggest criteria, even more than money, was that the clients and relationships that I had formed were going to be very well taken care of. And so when I sold the company, Storage Marketing Solutions, I had those boxes checked off and was very comfortable with the company that I sold Storage Marketing Solutions to. After I sold Storage Marketing Solutions, I took some time off, tried to enjoy early retirement, and didn't have much joy in doing that. I'm a young man still, and sitting around watching TV, picking my nose, driving the wife crazy, and whatever, was just really not that enjoyable to me. So, as fate would have it, I got a phone call one day and picked up the phone, and it was from Jim Ross and Matt Van Horn, who I spoke about earlier, from Cutting Edge Self Storage, and they let me know that they had founded a new marketing agency called 3 Mile Domination, which is also dedicated exclusively to the self-storage industry. They asked me what I thought about their business model, about them entering the self-storage marketing space, and sort of how I would do it if I could go back and take everything I've learned over the past 10 years and working with over 2,000 clients and really help them start off without some of the growing pains and frustrations that I had when I first started Storage Marketing Solutions. So when I returned my phone call to them and let them know what my thoughts were on them taking over the space that Storage Marketing Solutions once had as the premier full-service marketing agency dedicated exclusively to the self-storage industry, I let them know that I thought that it was a brilliant opportunity at a perfect point in time for them to do this. Then I offered my help from an advisory standpoint, not as a partner or an employee or anything like that, but I offered my services as an advisor to help them take everything that I had learned and all of my experiences, good, bad, and ugly, in the self-storage industry, and help them skip all of those roadblocks and be able to not only run their business more efficiently, but help their clients grow their net occupancy and income and all those good metrics in the self-storage industry at a much higher level, better performance in less time, and all of that good stuff. So what this boils down to is the past 10 years I've been doing nothing but marketing, advertising, and sales strategies for self-storage facilities, and done very well at it. But as I said earlier, the frustration that I had and our clients had was that we didn't have a very deep and intimate understanding of the operations behind a self-storage facility. So taking the experience and, just as important, the success that Matt Van Horn and Jim Ross had from a third-party management standpoint, and the perfect, or as perfect as possible, understanding and performance from an operations standpoint, and combining that with all of the success that I had with storage marketing solutions, putting those together is a perfect storm, or a perfect recipe for wild success for everybody involved. So I could not recommend anybody higher than 3 Mile Domination to help increase net operating income and asset valuation with as little money, little hassle, and little frustration as possible. So what I recommend you do is click the link below me, below this video. There's a link that says, please schedule my 30-minute marketing tune-up call. Just click that link. It's 100% free. So when you click the link below to schedule your free 30-minute marketing tune-up call, you're going to get a response back from Jim or Matt to give you instructions on how to schedule that session. When you participate in that session, you're going to get a massive load of value that you can take and run with. You don't need to hire them. You don't need to pay them a penny. If you would like to take the strategies that they give you and implement them on your own, you're more than welcome to do that. And here's the reason why they're willing to do this, and here's the reason why I did it, quite frankly, thousands of times. I knew that if I could help a storage facility with really great sales and marketing strategies, even if they didn't hire us to do it, and they implemented these things on their own and saw great results, then it would still give us a great reputation in the marketplace. And who knows, maybe later on they would hire us for one of our services. Anyway, besides that, this is something I really recommend you do if you're frustrated with the low amount of rentals you're getting, if you're frustrated with the sales process or customer service process that is happening when your phones are answered or emails come in. Basically, any frustration you're having with sales or marketing, this will not solve them all. I'm not here to make grandiose promises or anything like that, but it will give you a great head start on solving these problems. The only thing you have to invest is 30 minutes of your time, which is very valuable. I understand that, but that's it. So, having said all this, to sum it up, 3 Mile Domination is a beautiful combination of the sales and marketing expertise that I had and that they had in their processes with third-party management services that they did, combined with the operations side and experience and success that they've had doing third-party management. Put that together and you have a depth and really focused understanding of what it really takes to increase occupancy and profits at a self-storage facility. So, all of this to say that Jim and Matt, the founders of 3 Mile Domination, are two of the most honest, stand-up, decent guys I've ever met. These guys are awesome. You won't regret working with them. I don't recommend very many people. In fact, very rarely do I recommend anybody, because I don't want to put my name at risk if these guys, or the person I recommend, ends up being bad or not performing. I have no doubt that Jim and Matt with 3 Mile Domination are completely worthy of my recommendation, and I have no doubt that they will perform at the highest level. So anyway, I give 3 Mile Domination my highest endorsement. Click the link below, schedule your 30-minute marketing tune-up call. You won't regret it. Thank you.